Hey, what's going on, my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today I'm going to share with you 5 things I think you should know about this upcoming new moon on October 8th, 2018. As you can see in the thumbnail, I wrote, "No turning back." From your dreams, from your goals, from the direction you were inspired to go in. A lot of times we are led by sort of a carrot on the stick. Then as we start to proceed towards that carrot that looks so sweet and delicious, we start to question ourselves. We start to doubt ourselves. Maybe the hope and confidence we felt on the onset of our journey is gone and has been replaced by a myriad of different heavy emotions like fear and doubt that turn into rational thinking as to, you know what, it's not the right time. I don't see how this is going to possibly work out. What was I thinking? Oh my goodness, what have I done? I've already cut the rope and floated out to sea, and now what? What a stupid move. That's kind of where a lot of people are, where it's difficult to go back to where you were, who you were, but now you're like knee deep in this journey. It can be difficult to have the confidence and faith that it's all going to work out as you had initially hoped and felt. But there is no turning back, and that's good for you because it will work out. You are heading where you want to go. You just didn't really anticipate the journey would go exactly like this, but you never can. All action taken from inspiration, genuine passion, inspiration, knowing, intuition, will lead you to more of yourself. And that's why oftentimes we stumble on the path to where we want to go. We're not really stumbling at all. We're attracting what we need to let go of the things that would stop us from vibrationally reaching our truly heart-centered desired destination. It might seem like the path is all over the place. You're far away from the safety net, and you have no idea how far away you are from where you want to go. But along the way, you find yourself. You're finding yourself along the way, on the road to your dreams. And that's where a lot of people, I believe, are right now. As I always do, there's a lot more going on, a lot of other things that sort of stem from this. I'm happy to get into with the 5 things. I'll do so in just a second. Before, I want to just introduce myself one more time. I'm Victor. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time stumbling upon my videos, I'm always doing these energy updates. They're intuitively driven updates for people who relate with the idea of being one who is on the spiritual awakening path at this special time in history. I've also created a free gift for you, a free meditation that I made myself. You can check it out down below in the description box. It's designed for people who are going through this healing process. The intention is to help you discover your own innate ability to heal yourself with the power of your intent and mind. It's a free guided meditation I made myself. Check it out down below if you'd like. Otherwise, I'll get into the video right now. Number 1. And pardon my French, I warn you, I'm about to swear, and I had thought about other ways of describing this thing, but I believe this is the most fitting. And a lot of people are in what I call the oh shit phase, where it's going back to what I said in the beginning of the video, where something felt right, maybe bold, but right, resonant to pursue. I want to go and have this new career. I want to pursue this. I want to go become this. And it felt right. You had the signs, maybe the confirmation, the synchronicity said, yeah, it is right. You're like, yeah, this is, I'm going to go for it. And then we go for it, and all the magic fades away. It's gone. The connection, the confidence, the resonance, all gone. And we're in the, oh shit, what have I done? What have I done? This is stupid. I just had a text message sort of engaged, like a back and forth with a new friend of mine, and he's a veterinarian, and he just got offered this new job. And he said the new job kind of called to him. It's better pay. It'll be more challenging, he said, but also more lucrative, more rewarding, where he really gets to test himself as a veterinarian more so. And he went for the interview. It was all kind of inspired, just fell into his lap, like a lot of these things tend to do. And the interview went great. And now he's in the oh shit phase where like, he just doesn't know what to do. He's just feeling suddenly, as the way he put it, very insecure and doubtful and very hesitant to continue on the path. But he looked out to me, he reached out to me for a little counsel, and I told him what I'm telling you. This is the way I go with this kind of stuff, because I've gone through this cycle many times. What I found is this, that oftentimes it plays out just like that. We're lured by that carrot on the stick. It all seems like a green light. We go for it. We go through this phase where we doubt ourselves, but that's an opportunity to let go of a lot of misaligned beliefs and unresolved baggage and emotional heaviness, so that when we finally do get to our destination, we'll be a vibrational match and able to actually enjoy it and not feel so nervous, like it's all going to just fall apart once we're there. We can really reside there and feel confident that this is our new situation, this is our new normal, and we can rest comfortably and safely in this upgraded sort of reality that we pursued. So the oh shit phase, it's temporary. It's for your best good. It implies you're really on the way. You're a lot closer than you think, and you're just working out a few extra kinks within yourself so you can actually fully enjoy where you're heading, rather than just reach that place and then again feel nervous when you get there. This is so you can really enjoy it. Number 2, I wrote down safety for seeds. I'll explain what that means in just a moment, but essentially there's a lot of coming and going, mostly a lot of going, a lot of letting go of safety in exchange for what might initially seem like a shoddy deal for little seeds, unsprouted seeds. Safety nets, structures in your life might be falling away rapidly. Hence the number 1, the oh crap phase. And all you're getting are these seeds, these ideas, the right advice, intangible, seemingly little seeds. So this is why a lot of people turn back and shrink from the transition, the stress of the transition, because it doesn't seem initially like a fair exchange. I'm letting go of this job, this support, this security, this relationship, this safety leg. And it doesn't seem like it's immediately being replaced with something equivalent. It can make us start to question. But those seeds, once sprouted and tended to, will blossom into something much greater than what you let go of. And that's how it works. And the timing always works out perfectly, even though it doesn't always seem to mentally initially. We benefit from the stress of transition because it allows us to reveal to ourselves who we are really and what we're made of. And once we discover that, we look over and we notice those seeds are starting to sprout. And you'll start to see signs and evidence of just how smart of a choice it was to pursue your dreams and passion. But if you're feeling right now like you're exchanging a lot of safety, letting go of a whole lot, seemingly prematurely, at an alarming and startling rate, and all you're getting is this handful of seeds, well, welcome to this massive transformation that you're in. And I guarantee you, once those seeds sprout, you're going to say, oh my goodness, thank God I did not go back. Number 3, I wrote down greater spiritual instincts. Going through these big epic life transformations breed a lot of intangible attributes. The seeds, yes, that's fine. We've discussed that. But as I mentioned, it shows you who you are. And you realize along the way that you're a much more spiritually aware person than you may have previously thought, which is why you've allowed yourself to invite this transformational shift of this gravity. You might start noticing that you're able to see up ahead more clearly. A lot of people come to Earth to learn lessons in a very physical, sort of unconscious way where you're becoming more conscious. And you'll be able to see these learning experiences coming way off in the distance. And you'll become wiser and able to learn sooner and avoid a lot of these unfortunate physical manifestations that maybe you once required to send you home a relevant and positive message. You can just instinctively know. And I'll give an example. It might have sounded kind of vague. My friend and I had this really tempting opportunity to work with this group of people on this project that seemed to be very lucrative and very just like a win-win on all levels. But as we got going and engaging, it started to become less and less of an ideal scenario than we had anticipated. More and more of a sacrifice of many types became known that we would have to, it became like where we could see that right now it seems okay, but if we were to continue forward on this path, we both felt that this just is not going to ultimately work out. It could get kind of sticky. And the spiritual lesson that sort of stemmed out of the circumstance to begin with became known. It was a learning experience to kind of show me and this guy who we really are and who we are really made of. And in the process of learning this lesson much faster, we realized we don't need this situation. We already have this magic within ourselves. So rather than having to go forward for 2 years and then say, oh my goodness, what a mistake, we saw it coming in advance, learn the necessary spiritual lesson, and then we're able to avoid that cliff. You might find yourself instinctively knowing how to avoid the cliffs in your own life. You can start to feel energetically what the situations in your life represent on a spiritual level. And because you're more aware and perceptive, you'll be able to sort of glean the lesson much sooner, allowing you to go faster forward in a more streamlined way and avoid, again, the cliffs. Number 4 is everything you need. Not want to satisfy your mind, everything you need for ultimate success in all ways will be there for you in perfect timing. The right information, the right book, the right mentor, the right circumstance, the right unfoldment, it will come to you as you see it through on this path in many different ways, but you'll start to find that just the right thing you need in that moment comes to you. And as this happens, you'll start to build what a lot of people reach out to me wanting to, are interested in, is that trust. Trust in your process. Trust in yourself comes from going and choosing to take action on your intuition. And as you do, you realize just how much perfect timing plays into it all. The more you let go, the more of this support you allow in to kind of nurture you and give you what you need. Again, it's going to be a lot different than what you think you need. hence all the stress that we tend to go through during these transitions, but you will get exactly what you need. You probably already are seeing evidence of that right now through books, through mentors, through synchronicity, through dreams, through whatever kind of signs are representative of your way of communicating with yourself. They will be available and present to you on this path. You are supported. Number 5, to reiterate, no turning back. I can tell you from direct experience, it won't work. I've tried. A few years ago, I felt inspired. I had a knowing that I wanted to be living out west, doing what I'm doing now on YouTube, and living a totally different lifestyle than I was. And I felt like a lot of you, like I was letting go of a lot of safety nets prematurely. And it got to a point where I stepped into the old man phase or whatever, and I would go back. And I would try to quickly rebuild the safety net. And I'll give an example. It came to a point for me where I knew I literally had to chop down all of my medical marijuana plants, which were at that time my last safety net, my last source of financial income. I had nothing else besides that at that point. And I knew the next step, like to let in the new seeds, the new ideas, I was going to need to say goodbye to this big chunk of energetic weight in my life, which was this growing operation. So one night I woke up. I knew I should have done this a long time ago, but I woke up and I ran downstairs and I literally took these big scissors and chopped down all of my plants because I knew that was the right thing to do. And I felt better immediately. I felt like, wow. I could tell I felt the energetic shift within myself. Like I just knew that was like the next step on my path, as scary as it was. But you know what I did? I woke up the next morning thinking, what have you done? This was so stupid. And the logic got back into my mind, and I tried to save all the plants. I tried to get some new clones and redo the whole grow operation. And I was like, it would work for a little while, but then it was just one thing after another. I went back and forth with this crazy sort of thing over and over again until finally I just let it go because I realized it was not going to work for me energetically. Every problem you could possibly imagine a grower would face, I started to face it, from bugs and mites to bulbs exploding, glass shattering on the plants randomly. All these unheard of random problems started to happen to me, and I could just tell that energetically I was not meant to be doing that anymore. There was literally no turning back. But I went back and forth out of fear for a long time, and I sort of stifled my progress. What I want to make the theme of this time right now, this new one, is that there is no turning back. You don't want to turn back anyway. There's a reason you went that way in the first place. Just because you might be in that oh shit phase, so what? It's going to make you awesome. It's going to help you grow and expand and rise to the occasion so that when you finally get to where you want to be, you'll be able to enjoy it and embody it in a very amazing way. And that's what a lot of us are in there, in the middle of this big shift. Okay? So I wish you well with this. I know a lot of people don't like this part of the awakening. They don't like the process of transformation. But the process will give you a depth, a wisdom, a confidence that is far more valuable than whatever thing you're pursuing in life. The person you become along the way is what you will hold sacred and meaningful, and that it's just more valuable than, again, where you end up. And a lot of us right now are going through things and shifts that are necessary for us to grow as a human being. Anyways, my friends, I'm going to bounce. I hope you enjoyed this update. I wish you well. I want to take a moment to thank you for your likes and your comments and your emails and your shares and all the lovely things you guys do for me. I appreciate it very much. You guys support me a lot, and I feel very grateful for you. If anyone is still watching at this point in the video, I would suspect you have some sort of resonance with this, the theme I was talking about, and I want to say, like, hang in there. You are a badass, and that's why you are in this type of shift right now. You can imagine a lot of people would not really be able to avoid turning back and shying away out of fear, but the more courageous souls such as yourself who show people it does work, this way life can be this accelerated and almost, dare I say, magical, then other people who are sort of in the background will start to mimic your path. You're a path carver. You're carving a path for other people. It's not an easy job, so I want to take my hat off to you and thank you and just say, please, go home tonight and give yourself a pat on the back and just understand it's a job well done by you, okay? Thank you. For real. This is, the more people that can do this, the better, okay? And I suspect a lot of people who watch me are doing this right now. Thanks. Have an amazing day, my friends. Peace.